All right, what's up, man? We back for another community exchange episodes, man. I'm here with the one and only Marcus G.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on, world?
Man, how you doing today, man?
I'm good. I'm glad to be here.
You know, the artist,
Yes.
the director.
Yes, sir.
You know, also a writer as well.
I also do writing. I do a couple of things, man. I'm a little multifaceted.
You know, give the world a little bio about yourself.
Yes, born in Philadelphia, born and raised in Philadelphia, 31 years old. Grew up in the City area. That's where I handled and did most of my business growing up as far as in entertainment and production. I like to consider myself a hip-hop production artist.
Right.
So not only do I like to, do music and things like that, but it also comes down to filming and photo work. I've done audio work. I've done music videos for other artists and things like that, not just for myself. But I couldn't just call myself a hip-hop artist because there was so much more to the mix. So,
Right.
Yeah, I think that's what I consider myself.
This is why we got toast to it, man. That's why I got the joint right here, man. Toast to good life, man.
That's what it's about.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
That's good.
So,
Ooh.
yeah, that's real good. So, what even made you get into that industry?
Michael Jackson.
Mike. Bad like Mike, huh?
Gotta be like Mike. Well, that's Michael Jordan. But still, Michael Jackson was the reason why I just fell in love with production. And it was Moonwalker when he turned into he did the robot transformation on that shit blew me away. I was a kid trying to record that shit on a VHS.
I already know them days.
So yeah, it was like that magic. I looked at it as magic back then, and I tried to say to myself, how could I recreate that in my own existence as a young kid? And ever since then, I was just like, I want to be like Mike. I want to, I follow his footsteps.
I don't think there's any kid from our generation that don't love Michael Jackson. If you hate Michael Jackson, you're a hater. I'm sorry, but you have to appreciate the greatness of this man.
Absolutely.
In every aspect.
Absolutely. From the music to the dancing to just the special effects. He was actually, just a little side note, he was working on Sony was his label.
Right.
They wasn't doing them right.
Right.
Or whatever. So what happened was he was working on his Invincible album. That was the last one I think he put out.
Right.
And there was going to be 9 or 10 music videos. He was going to do like his usual music video film thing that he do. And he was going to have a hologram of Biggie in the damn music video. They talked about it. Rodney Jerkins was talking about this. I was like, I'm so mad that they didn't let him do what he wanted to do.
Mike creative.
He was always next level.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So now, in the videos and the production and creations that you do,
yes,
you always think next level.
I try to go my best to think next level.
That's what's up, man.
I try my best, man.
Getting into that field, not like you just said, not even as an artist,
yes,
but a creator.
Yes. Was
it hard, growing up? Because you say you're only 31.
Yes.
So, let's say 15 years ago, 16 years ago.
When I didn't know who I was.
Yeah, but I know you had a mental this is what you wanted to do.
Absolutely.
What was the steps, or how hard was it to even get where you are at right now?
To be quite honest with you, I'm the only child, so I didn't have no brothers and sisters to really ping pong off. I had to really kind of build my own existence with myself, and then with my mom being a single mother, it's like me and her. Right. So it was like, all right, cool. I gotta, draw my universe. From a young age, I knew that I had to be creative in order to get through this thing called life. I was like, I had to be creative to get through it because at the end of the day, it's really just me by myself. I got nobody else to come to at the end of the day.
I envy people like you because your creative mind work crazy. I had to actually train my mind to be creative.
Really?
You have people I can say something gross. They be like, "Ooh, I'm about to throw." I can see it in their head.
Yeah.
Me, I really have to think, focus, and put it in my head. It don't come out naturally.
Understand.
So they are people that can visually get it like that,
yes,
and some people you have to train yourself to get it.
I will say that it took me a while to I would say make it organized, because it used to be like, all right, I got an idea, I want to just throw it out there, I'm gonna do whatever, or it would be sloppy, it wouldn't come out the way I wanted. But as I'm getting older and in this, I'm realizing that I have the control to make things the way I see it in my head. It's like, and if I can't necessarily do it, I know now I have the means to get someone who does know it, and we can partner up together, team up together, and take it that route. Because another thing I learned in my progression was that you can't do everything by yourself.
True.
I needed help, and I'm not ashamed to say I needed help.
So, what are some things that you worked on in the past that you're very happy about that you've done?
Things that I've worked on in the past that I'm very happy about. First of all, I am happy that I got a chance to work with CBS.
Okay.
What happened with CBS just really quickly was I did a quick recording off the cuff of the trans march that happened down in the city, and I filmed it. They seen it, wanted to buy it. They literally spent like $500, $600 for like 3 seconds of it, just a clip. So that to me was like a milestone for me.
That's great.
And then just recently, I'm working with Nike on their Pride project, and we're working on commercials for showcasing these new sneakers that have like, they look like Air Force Ones, but they have like rainbow sides on they have shirts with like rainbow stuff and everything like that. So that's another thing I'm proud of. And the other thing I'm proud of is being here.
You see that? A kid from Philly can work with anybody from CVS to Nike. So I'm letting everybody know, man, you can do it. Just do it. Just do it.
Absolutely.
You feel me? You talk about growing up,
Yes.
single, your mom.
Yes.
How much influence or greatness you give your mom for where you at today?
I put my mom right up there next to God. My mom is right up there next to God. My mother is my motivation. Like she not just being a single mother, but also coming from her past. And Mom, don't beat me up, but I'm about to put you out there. She was an orphan growing up.
Okay.
And, her past has kind of affected how she deals with things today. But she's super duper successful, super duper focused. And that to me was just like to see you go from that to this, to be able to run your own home, to be able to be very successful in your career and make what you make and do what you do. Like, I really look up to that. So that for me.
We're going to have to take a toast on Mom again, man. Cheers.
Absolutely.
Hey, Mom.
That's the mom dude.
Great job, I'm just drinking, man.
I know, that's all it is.
Anytime we get a toast, man, I'm a
fine.
toast, man.
We're going to toast because it's, what is it, Tuesday?
It's Tuesday, Toasting Tuesday.
Right.
But definitely, that's a great thing. See, with me, my mom was like a big inspiration to me with things that I've done.
Absolutely.
I just seen her grind.
Yeah.
And it was times when even I knew my mom was like, not say struggling, but hurting, or some things were unbearable. She never like went away from the main goal, and it was just making us happy.
They don't
and
break.
Succeeded. They don't break.
They don't break. That's the black women. They don't.
So black women,
they don't break.
the biggest and the strongest people in the world, man. Believe that.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna play one of your videos that you have.
Okay.
And when we come back, we're gonna talk about more insight, a little bit about your personal life, certain things that we want to. I want to ask certain questions I don't know.
Hey,
and
let's do it.
And after that, we can go from there. All right,
okay,
man?
Let's do that.
All right, we out of here.
Hold on. All right.
Let me tell you about a king, his name is Marcus. He comes from Philadelphia. And if you know a thing about Marcus, you better know that he fucks it up. Yo, check the list now. I wrote them all down. I'm in the cut, yellow drip, Kill Bill style. Yeah, I'm an apex. You on my list next, and you can get a head start better. I'm back. I won't be pretty, won't be funny when I get it. I'm coming for the blood. I'ma put my all up in it. I'm chasing, you losing the game. Everybody knows that I'm winning in my lane. Na 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 na. I'm up for the kill, I'm about to go off. I'm racing, you chasing, you losing the game. Everybody knows that I'm winning in my lane. Talking about a king, his name is Marcus. He comes from Philadelphia. And if you know a thing about Marcus, you better know that he fucks it up. Murder hero. Murder hero. Murder hero. I get the money, I'm blowing up all the spots. Invest in a new property and raise my stocks. Leader of the pack, yeah, I call the shots. A man of distinction, I'm what you not, yeah. And on the floor, getting bloody, bloody. No running from me, no getting close to my money. You do a dummy. If you think you getting in front of me, you know stuck to me. This ain't no back to me, and I'm rocking it. About a king, his name is Marcus. He comes from Philadelphia. And if you know a thing about Marcus, you better know that he fucks it up. Murder hero. Murder hero. Murder hero. Murder hero.
Hold on up. Hold on up. Alright.
Be a buttons. Murder hero. Murder hero. About a king, his name is Marcus. He comes from Philadelphia. And if you know a thing about Marcus, you better know that he fucks it up. Murder hero. Murder hero. Murder hero. Murder hero.
Okay, so you talked about CBS.
Yes.
And you talk about, the pride thing with Nike.
Yes.
Is the LGBT community, is something that you like to work with, or it was just something that just came out the blue?
Well, I like to work with everybody, but
Right.
but quite honestly, I tend to don't really use the LGBT community that way. I call it just the gay community.
The gay community,
The gay
okay.
community, because I do believe that LGBTQIA, all these different things, it promotes separatism.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I don't like this. It's like, okay, you have black, white, Asian, all these different things, and that's already an issue in America.
Mm-hmm.
But then on the sub level, now you got gay, bi, all this other, now they beefing with each other. It's just like, it's too much.
I ain't want to get flagged. You feel me? Because I ain't know what to say. If I said gay, they'd be like, "Oh,
No, it's quite
you
all
know?
right. And let me be the one here and say you are open. As someone of that community, I'm going to allow you to be able to be as open as you want to be, because this is educational for not only you, but for everybody that's watching. Ask the questions, bro.
Okay, so
Yeah.
being part of the gay community and doing the things that you do,
Yes.
is it backlash? Or is it like kind of some type of stereotype with it?
Yeah. Absolutely. But in what realm are we talking about? Like, are you talking about in music? Or are you talking about like the workplace, or just in life, period?
I don't want to even leave anything out, just life,
Yeah.
period,
Yeah, I mean, there is a backlash. There is a backlash because not only being a black man, but then you also got that extra layer of that, people would, not like you for. And it has been times in my past, not now. Like, I don't go through that now. I wish somebody would, but but back in the day, it used to be like an issue. Like, you can't be a soft black dude like walking in the street. It's, somebody gonna call you a name or whatever. But that's how it used to be. But nowadays, you don't get that as often because things have opened up more. Okay. But no, like I've never received like major backlash from what I do personally.
Question, like I said, I'm gonna ask.
Yeah.
Please, nobody flag me. But listen,
Do not flag the man.
Do not flag me. This is a question because, I don't know.
Yes. Go ahead.
Have a friend.
Yeah.
Gay community.
Absolutely.
We could be chilling at the bar one time. I'll say something about a girl.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, she look good. I want to, whatever.
Uh-huh.
He'll be like, yo, I don't want to hear that, this and that. So I'm like, I don't know if do y'all see it as someone that has like attraction to the opposite sex? Is it like a turn off or something bad, or just
no? I think everybody different because like me, if I was in that scenario, it definitely wouldn't have been an situation. I'd be like, well, where's she at? What the titties look like? I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm talking about. We need to hang out.
It's not about. You have to be able to be yourself.
Right.
You're not saying to your friend.
Right.
Like, so he should say to you. It's like it's just a respect, give and take thing. Like I feel like that's what you like. This is what I like. You check where she at.
Right.
Go get her.
No, yeah. Well, back to the success that you're doing right now. You know, I got toasted that again. You know, I toasted success.
Reason to drink.
Yes, reason to drink.
You can buy like 2 bottles of this one. This is really good and it's sweet. That's why I like it's not bitter.
With the success, I really want to know just what is your main goal for the next 5 years?
My main goal for the next 5 years is to open up my own studio, warehouse studio. Continue to maintain happiness.
Okay.
Continue to maintain my peace. But my goal physically is I want to own my own studio. MNG Studios, Marcus Neil Gordon Studios, will be what I know. It's what I want my end game to be. Now I know certain artists would say, "Oh, I want to be signed. I want to be in this. I want to be," but I don't really care about that. I want to open up a nice warehouse studio where I can make films and teach and do things that our wonderful director over here does, Mr. Christopher Grant. But
yeah, shout out my sponsor, man, Philly Music Videos. You know, I'm gonna put the link in the bio. You know, if y'all need anything, videos or whatever, holla at him.
But I definitely look up to like what he's done as far as that. But like I do want to, something like that for myself, so that I continue to build and work and teach and give back to the community. Because my real long term goal is to open up in my like actual academy for teaching youth how to make their own commercials, about branding themselves. Because as we get in the future, life is not so much about just living it. You have to have a brand now. Like everything you do is a brand. So it's like we got to teach our kids, like, your name ain't just your name no more. Like
your name means everything.
It means everything. So it's like we got to teach that to them.
So I applaud you for just wanting to have your own.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
As a black man, to
Absolutely.
say I want my own business. I want to have a legacy, not just for me or for my family, is something that's huge. We can talk about, like even back in the day in the 60s, black people had their own, we had own doctors, own lawyers. After second grade, we forgot the purpose of having our own.
Absolutely.
And I'm happy that people, like yourself, is trying to bring it back. Talk a little bit more about, just for people in general is listening to understand why it's important to have your own.
It's important to have your own. Well, I'm a first step talk to the renters of the world. Like I want my people specifically. I'm talking to POC, people of color. I kind of need y'all to like not be so hard pressed on renting and start going more on owning. Because once you start owning, you ain't got to worry about nobody coming there and taking your shit. It's yours. So I really think that we got to start preaching as hard as we possibly can. I don't care if we got to have bitches with fat asses twerking to it. Own your own shit, like in big bold letters. Like I really feel like in whatever you do, I don't give a damn if you, I don't know if you teach you have kids or whatever.
Yeah.
That if you taught them like little hustles or how to sell this candy, do what you gonna do,
Definitely.
make some bread, I really feel like we gotta. Man, that's so important.
That's another toast right there. See, I got toast to that one. See, only your own business, man. You got only your own business. By the end of this
interview, I'm gonna be on the floor, y'all.
But it's called
MNG Studios.
MNG Studios.
Yes, sir. 11 years.
11 years running. That's a long time. That's like your 20s.
Yeah.
So
I started when I was about 17 is when I really, because I'm not going to hold you. I was in high school, like putting up posters and whatnot, and in the hallways, it was a joke a little bit. People was laughing at it, but people start taking it seriously because I'm like, I got a mixtape coming, I got this coming. Like, I swear I was this guy. And I really during lunchtime, 12th grade, we were able to go out for lunch. at my school, Shower Communication Charter School, which is shut down now, but shout out to y'all. So they would we would all go back to my crib because I didn't live far from the school. So it would be like 7 of us, all the boys be all in the house, mind you, and they all know about me. They all know who I am, but I never had that issue with being hang whoever the fuck I want to hang with. So my thing is, we would go in there, we would record music during lunchtime, like in the joint, like my friends who rap. I'm on the booth, like doing whatever I can. I ain't know much, but I was doing what I do, and then we go right back to class or whatever. So it was just like
the grind started since
high
school.
Yeah, it was like, let's get it. I was at prom. At prom, they let the class pick the dance song that the prom king and queen win. Right. So I win prom king. I was like, I'm gonna sing my song.
That's what's up, man.
It's like, who you think you are?
That's legendary right there. 30 years from now, people go your reunion, be like, yo, remember when you did the song? Yo, I still got that.
That shit was funny though.
Yo, that's like a great thing. Mm-hmm. We gonna go to another break, and I'm gonna talk about your future endeavors, what you got working on now.
Absolutely.
Heard you told me you got a little movie or something. I want to dib and dab in that.
Yep.
And we gonna come back right after this, man.
That's it.
Out of here.
What does it mean to be yourself? The true you. To be what you were born to be. It's that feeling you already know. You were meant for greatness. They say life is about creating yourself. MNG Studios presents Marcus G. Heavy is the crown. Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Oh,
Tell me about this movie, man.
Yeah, man. So this movie was something that I kind of planned back in, I'd say, last May. I started deciding, okay, I'm gonna work on a big project, but I didn't know quite exactly what the project was going to be. But I knew I was going to get something together, so I just started writing down my ideas and things like that. COVID hit this year, and what happened was, as an artist and performer, we're not able to go and perform because we wasn't able to quarantine. Right. So what happened was I was doing virtual shows, and I was realizing, damn, I'm doing way more video work than ever before. Like I've never worked so much on videos like I have this much. So because of COVID and quarantine, I was able to like really buckle down and like get the project in order. So it's basically 9 music videos put together with there's some acting in it. There's some it's transitions through it, but 9 music videos put together for my album that I'm putting out on the same night, which is coming out Thanksgiving night, November 26th, which also happens to be my birthday. So it's going to be like Thanksgiving night special. Thanksgiving night special. But my supporters, the people who do support me, they're like really excited for this, and they're like, we know when it comes to your videos, you try to bring that. So for you to bring a movie out, we know it's gonna be some shit. Like
I'm thinking about it. The first thing that popped in my head is like when you said Michael Jackson. Mm-hmm. So now I'm like, oh, he about to go off the wall with off the wall. And
yes.
And then I'm thinking about Streets is Watching, with Jay-Z. So they was all like, I wouldn't want to call it like a hip opera, but more so
a hip hopper, like a hip hop musical,
but it all gels and come together.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think that's hot. I think that's creative because, like I said, people mindset aren't like that. I don't know if they're not trained to get that or they don't really think to be like, damn, this
well, bro, we from the I would consider us from the old school when it comes to celebrity. Like we don't think about like this Instagram is like really flash in the pan real quick, get your single out, boom. Yeah. We came from eras. Like you had an era, you had an album and you ran that album and you wrote that album and then you toured that album. Right. But now it's like put your single out, push it, move, next one. Yeah. So for me, I like eras. I like, you might not reach a lot of people that way because it's a slower process. But I think that it's more worth it in the end because people can appreciate your full body of work instead of them just getting singles here and there. So like, I just wanted to go briefly into why I called it Heavy is the Crown, the movie. I named it Heavy is the Crown because, you know, I always have this thing with black men being kings. But then also it's going to talk about getting from point A to point Z in a man's growth becoming the man that he wants to be. Right. So it's like, you know, in the beginning of the movie, there's nothing. I'm incomplete. The room is completely white. There's nothing there. And then by the end of the movie, that room is going to be filled with like gold statues and mounds of like money and all types of stuff. It's going to be crazy. But each video will break down like those steps, what you need, how to dress, how to do that. You know?
This nigga come from what? You ever watch Eddie Murphy? When he was the little. On Trading Places. He was the bum until you become.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
From the bum in the beginning to all way being the king of the moon.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly coming to America.
Coming to America.
Absolutely.
Which is crazy. That's cool.
Yep. So that's what it's about, and hopefully people enjoy it. And then after that, we coming through with the Christmas show. I do a Christmas show every year.
Okay.
So that's December. And next year we doing the Heavy tour. So it's like
the Heavy tour.
It's gonna be like I got a few artists that are gonna come through. This is for future. They're gonna come through, and we're gonna like do. I've done the cities I like to tour in is basically New York, D.C., Baltimore, and Boston. My favorite is New York.
You gotta check out Atlanta too. I just went to Atlanta.
I actually am going. You're right.
Atlanta is popping, man.
Shout
out to Atlanta.
Shout out to Atlanta. I need to come
shout
out.
Atlanta,
Yeah,
man.
Absolutely. I've just never been to Atlanta. I haven't been yet.
I went to Atlanta. My first impression, I thought it was gonna be like, man, regular. I went there. I'm like, I go back. Yeah,
it was lit. They get
lit.
into a lot.
Definitely.
I want to go to New Orleans. I want to go to California.
Yeah, I ain't never been to New Orleans or college, but they on my checklist though.
Absolutely.
I gotta go there first. Before I hit all them other islands. I'm scared of that first. I ain't getting the Rona in the islands. I'd rather get in the state. At least I can survive the state. right.
Can I ask you a question about the election though, real quick? Who you think?
You know what? One is the devil. The other one is Satan.
Lucifer.
It doesn't matter who you pick. You know. They're both bad, in my opinion. To me personally, I just feel as though you have white radicals and you have white quote unquote conservatives. Conservatives are people that just say the nice thing to make black people come to them. Like, you know, I will do this for you. I'm going to do that. Trust me. And even when a black person trusts them, the result is still the same.
Still the same.
Because the machine of the government controls anything anyway.
That's it.
So for us as black people to actually become something strong, we have to work together, unify ourselves.
That's right.
And pick or have them demand something that is going to be done for us. Meaning though, the reason why the boycotts work is every black man and woman said we're not riding the bus.
How about that?
And it made an effect. But if half of us will say, I don't care, we're going to do this, and the other half will say, we're going to do that.
Well, many of us don't know our power.
Yeah,
we don't know that the black dollar is really the dollar.
Yeah.
Like, we consume a lot. So when we decide as a unit to stop consuming that shit and stop buying from these people, they all gonna wake up like, what's going on? Like, wow, something's changing. Like, yeah, we not dealing with y'all no more. Right. Bring back Black Wall Street.
That we got to.
Bring it back.
Toast for that one again. Black Wall Street, man. You got to toast for Black Wall Street.
Bring back Black Wall Street, please.
Oops, almost dropped it.
Don't do that. Don't drop that alcohol. But yeah, this was really a good conversation. I'm happy that you was able to ask me.
Yeah, definitely. The biggest thing when I was gonna ask, because you know you have a fan base.
Yes.
That's great. Do you think, because of the COVID, that it grew more, it got stagnant, or how do you trying to reach more people now because of this?
It actually was easier to reach more people during COVID for me.
Okay.
Because me coming from an already production background, it was like this is my realm. So it's like green screen this, we putting out something every week. Like,
right.
So it was easy for me with everyone being home to capture their attention while they're there. They ain't got nothing to do. So it's like, put stuff out and always, try to but I'm not gonna hold you. Even through quarantine, there was still artists working.
Right.
Like even we were still meeting up. We were still coming together. And of course we masked up or whatever, but we still coming together and working. So it was just easier for me to build during COVID. Actually made more money during COVID.
So all y'all, I don't want to say MFers, all y'all MFers that was sitting home talking about, oh, life is getting crazy, y'all wasn't making no money. Something wrong with y'all. I can't even hang with y'all because y'all wasn't making no money.
Me either.
Yo, but it was a great pleasure to have you on the show.
Absolutely, I appreciate it, bro.
Definitely. Give them your IG handles and all that.
You can follow me at Marcus G Official. That's Marcus G, _ official. And you can also find me on YouTube and everything else under Marcus G. That's MARCUSG.
Remember, November
26th, Thanksgiving night. After you eating dinner, take your asses to YouTube.
So it's Monday Night Football,
right?
Marcus G.
Thanksgiving night.
And get a Thanksgiving dinner on me, okay?
Absolutely.
But it's Lenny Nostra. Got my man Marcus G. And we out of here, man.
We out.
What up? You know what it is, your boy Styles P.
What's good? It's your boy J Mills.
Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy, Sheek Luch, LOXD Block.
Hey, what's up? It's the one and only Mr. Thanksgiving, a.k.a. G-Town Drum, a.k.a. DJ Drama. Philly, what's happening? You're now tuned into one of the hottest podcasts in Philly and around the world. Just press play Community Exchange.
Hosted by my boy, Lenny Nostra. You're not popping if you're not watching. And remember, Ghost told you so. LOXD Block and Just Press Play Community Exchange is the podcast to be checking out. Yeah, stay blessed. Love is love. Ghost.